And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got it. Play 56.
Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
56. Check 56. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Throwing deep for Galladay. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. They were Ballhawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On on 2nd and 9. Mayfield.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Green Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw is Rodgers. Open man is Galladay, complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Following the interception, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Drop these up.
first down. It's Jones. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
58. Check 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
So he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sione Takitaki. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They run. Chubb. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody to run them down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
56 to Mike. 56 is 88, 88, 88.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, this throw caught left side and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mack Wilson. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Jones has it. Shifts by him. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass. And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Shift.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
56. Hey, exit. I'm here all day. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they hit. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me. Regular.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Golladay. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check. Crunch.
Again, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. On 1st down, Jones. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Jump out! Whip it down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch his flat, watch his flat. Watch his flat, watch his flat.
Running right, Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Back north. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Finally, a the first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check 13. Check 37.
Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 56, Mike, 56. Check. Hey, orbit. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Right here. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Over. We didn't get up.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And again, it's Chubb. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Alert!
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
30, small. 56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56. Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's more. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout. Oh, wide open, complete, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
You're not going to want that feeling.
No.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Now pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run with Chubb, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Green Bay.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Easy.
One final try now for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So